YouTube, y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all know what it is. We got a new death battle. Ash versus Yugi? Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh. Only thing I think could go wrong at this is Exodius could be OP. Otherwise, I really don't think Yugi stands a chance. But I like Yu-Gi-Oh better as a card game, but as a show, I'm gonna say Pokemon. But as a game, I'm gonna also say Pokemon. Then you got Arceus, but Ash can't control Arceus. Yugi, I'm going with Yugi. That's my final answer. Let me know what y'all final answer is in the chat. Lock in right now. Let's check it out. Whoa, okay.
Right, Pikachu?
What? Don't get ahead of yourself.
That is a ridiculous image.
Ash
Dark Magician versus
Yugi Moto.
Pikachu, bro.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
But do turns and conditions is that part of the battle? Because that is, I don't know.
Find out who would win a death battle.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad
Not as
Mushroom,
long
for
as
helping
that.
us make it happen.
Yep.
Action
Time.
like oh, the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he
4'7"?
didn't really know what that meant yet.
Ash about this tall, bro. Ash is a little person. I almost said the word, bro. Oops. National Ash Ketchum Day is September 15th. Wow, I did not know that was an actual thing. And he's been 10 for 25 plus years.
How about taking
He's still 10?
down your rivals to
All right.
be the very best, like no one ever was.
Immortality?
Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew
Nah,
he'd
Gary
find
had
his
the
answers
biddies,
at
though.
the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the
Pokemon
great
was that, bro.
Pokemaniac
If you
journey.
didn't like
We should note
Pokemon,
we are prioritizing the anime
we
that
have
Ash
nothing
is
in
from,
common.
which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex.
no, because the show be bull. It'd be like Pikachu defeating Giratina. What?
Also a Pokemon.
That shouldn't even be
But
possible.
In a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow rat enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the game.
Yeah,
can't
somehow
stop
get
with those
cooked.
Pikachu
Because
dishes.
what?
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu,
Now,
use
when
Thunderbolt.
Pikachu got
The
Electro Ball,
perfect attack for outgoing
he was
flamboyant
frying people with
thieves
that
and air
junk.
balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly
Shout out Team
the anime
Rocket.
doesn't follow
Shout
the
out Team
game
Rocket.
rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
and just
But
ate that.
Somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu
straight
has
BS.
intercepted lightning, but
Just
Quick
what,
Attack
bro?
increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive
Iron
style.
Tail used to cook
the guy
people.
plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put
That's
it,
saying something,
if it
bro.
works,
No, we're up.
Is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Shut up and
Just
show us
like
Greninja.
Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting
God, are you
dust
gonna
in
go
a
over
shiny
all of
hunting
them?
box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his weasel got frozen.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I hate that he doesn't evolve his Pokemon for real, bro. I hated that as a kid.
while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce
It's just
status
straight
effects
BS,
and heal
bruh.
with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim.
Which is
Or
crazy.
that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare
Fuck
Blitz.
4
Then I'll
Kids.
set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board.
Hey, shout out
Pursuing
Charizard,
Packs,
bruh.
Ash lost the Viridian Fortress
Real
to
ones
the trees
remember when he
and
was Charmeleon.
fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around
Okay,
too.
they're kinda
He's
getting
the
OP,
last
bro. I'm
one
kinda
you wanna
scared.
see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out.
She just hugged raw magma and was fine.
Vanillix causes blizzards.
Crazy.
Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all.
Like, these things are
Perfect
mini
foot of
gods.
Green across Scraggy. I can rock Palpitoad,
In the show, at
Torkoal,
least.
Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco
Hey,
Meteors
shout out
on
Gibble,
anyone,
bruh.
but mainly Piplup.
You want physical?
Shut up,
Look
Piplup,
at Ash.
bruh.
This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a
'Cause
whole
what,
tree,
bruh?
he chucked it like it was nothing.
He's 4'7".
Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his
He just
secret
be
is watching
punching
the
niggas.
Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect.
I'm sorry. You know how much of a maniac you got to be to run up on Mewtwo and try to punch him? What, game?
Screen and Psychic. Yep,
Okay.
that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways
So
to bond
weird.
with his pals with Aura.
So weird.
It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres.
I bet.
And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at
Oh,
the
why
Safari
you just
Zone
up
when
high on
Ash
him?
accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hand
no
backwards
names,
and
bruh.
lock in.
Ash's
Said
strength
no
is not in
names.
battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and
He a
movements,
Pokemon hoe. That's
transforming
what
him
this is.
into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase. But
Yes,
Cat
yeah.
shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Okay,
Ash's
what type
Pokemon
of...
and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly
I did not know that.
donuts. They
Y'all knew that?
saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas,
Okay.
who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash
Hey,
did
Omega Ruby
everything
and
right,
Omega
but
Sapphire,
no,
best remakes in
Greninja
game
still
history.
Lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos,
He just
Ash
be
traveled
losing
to
for no
Alola and
reason.
beyond to train.
See?
And thanks to some really delicious soup,
This that hoe ass shit. You lost and you flew overseas multiple times? That's
his new
crazy.
Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar. He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo
Ugh, he looks
poses, and
disgusting.
Thunderbolt
What
will
is
evolve
that?
into
10 million volt Thunderbolt.
Oh, never wanna see that again.
This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. fused with an Ultra Beast?
Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Which
Ash
is
got a
crazy.
god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together,
So
they
that's
can
probably
halt
his strongest,
Dialga's
like,
roar of
Pokemon for
time.
real.
And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced
I heard
the
he finally
#1
won, bro.
trainer.
Thank God.
Finally!
Didn't he lose?
After 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy
Oh, he
win!
won, okay.
Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free
Is
to
Team
hand
Rocket
over his
still
torch to
alive?
new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw
Worst
a stick
trainer
in
of
the
all
air
time,
and
bro.
walked away it landed.
Just the coolest.
Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Is that dead serious? What happened? That's all right.
You
That's
wanna travel
hilarious.
the world like Ash, or look as rad as
Yep.
Yugi, bunch of death.
Gloria tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians.
Egyptians played
Yep.
games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of
Get
the
on my
Shadow
chat with that
Games was
bull.
lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
Okay, he's already taller than Ash. Automatic dub.
But little did he know
But 5 foot, that's it?
that completing
I thought they changed in height.
the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami,
not.
always willing to lend Yugi a hand.
Yeah, they do.
And always on demon
Okay.
time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would
Yami
take
don't
his
play,
world
bruh.
and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down
Like,
to
this is
0
just
life
fire.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped
People
by
were
the
dying
deranged
over this,
CEO,
real
Seto
time.
Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how. Playing a children's card game.
I want one of those
For
so
his
bad
help,
to this
Kaiba
day.
was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul,
Oh,
or the
I didn't know he
infamous
had all that.
Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more
do
than
remember the
force
Mind
these
Crush.
nations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in
I
with enemy
remember
Millennium
now,
Ring user
okay.
Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey.
Hey,
Yami
shout out
were ready
Joey,
for
bro.
Anything.
Joey
Because
was
Yugi
is the
had a
real
great early
is
deck.
the
Monsters
realest
for
thing in the world,
offense,
bro.
Spells for effects and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi. Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good.
No, let's not act like he doesn't have Exodia, bro. Come on, let's
why
not
isn't
do
it
that.
the meta? Put me in.
Otherwise,
coach.
I'm changing my
Face
answer, I don't care.
2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Oh no.
Summon the monster card
Oh no. Oh no. Ah hell.
Rebo and have him multiply.
You don't have it in
With
the
a
deck.
1,000 strong meat shield.
Oh, no.
Dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning. And the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right
Wait,
hand.
wait, wait, wait,
Dark
wait, wait, wait.
Magician and
Time out.
his
What
approved
did it say?
wizardry.
Yugi gave Time Wizard to Joey, but has used it in his deck.
You
Okay.
can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and
The
his
goat.
apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
The
Both are
Goater.
masters of
The
dark
Goater's-
magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game
What?
works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things
Pot
get
of Greed,
dicey, he
Pot
has
of
more trap
Greed,
cards
yeah.
to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his
don't
monsters
see
and
how he
life points
loses
get
this.
wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the
In
game's
the
own
battle, can
creator,
you just pick whatever you
Pegasus.
want?
Get this,
It's over.
Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader
Yeah, that was cold.
stumped.
I can't
Yeah,
lie, that
they
was so
cheated.
cold.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls
Weave.
ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power
not gonna lie.
culminated in Battle 6.
It's looking like Pokemon is wiping. They need to talk about like the Egyptian god cards fast.
Hosted by
This
Kaiba
is not
Corp.
looking
Because
good.
Kaiba really wanted that salty run back
At
against his
all.
rival.
At
Salt
all.
only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who
This
wanted the 3
dude, bruh.
Egyptian god cards to take him out.
A
These
fiend.
cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting
Sakura
to
was
stand
my
on his
favorite,
own
I'm gonna
2
be
feet.
honest.
So
Wing
Yami
Dragon
and
and Ra
Yugi
was
kept
cool, too.
dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
Like,
This ain't new for the
that's
magicians.
BS too.
In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhole Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at
Whoa,
the
I
top
did
would be
not
the
know all
great
that.
evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness.
I don't
It was
remember
time
this.
for
I
Yugi
stopped
to
watching
finish
at this
the
point,
puzzle
probably.
of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he
Bro, was that
wishes
Joey?
by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time!
He just
Let's
be-
make up
pull like 5 pots of grease out his ass. Straight up. Talking about the
rules
harder
and stacking his
cards.
deck.
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck.
It's a
an
superpower,
actual
bro.
skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever.
Literally.
Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's
Yep,
the
I don't know
ultimate
nothing
duel
about
monster
this.
who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had
So that
passed.
hoe is
Across
God.
many duels, evil was
Oh, so
vanquished. There was only
fucking
one more
Zodius?
thing
Alright, we're
left to
cool.
do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person, His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design
Real.
and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you
Kaiba was
happiness,
a
but it
straight
sure
hater,
can
bro.
buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be
Straight
another
hater.
story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
All right, drop predicts right now. Who you got? Yugi? Ash. Oh, damn, y'all can't see my other hand. Yugi or Ash? Drop that in the comments right now and let go. Yeah, you don't get that long
The
of a
Battle
wait.
of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't
Type
be able
faster.
to make it happen without some help.
Oh my god,
Bro,
nope. Yeah, y'all get a minute.
Where-
I
got a minute.
Given that the root that's real.
What? All right. Hey.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon 4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Now.
I'm scared.
Throw him off with quick attack.
Come on, bro. I gotta get right. Toe dial.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face
Truck
down
card.
card.
Hey.
Dimension Space!
Told it out of there. He ate that? Oh, I was finna say.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, come on. That's just not even fair. How are we supposed to do this?
Charizard, I choose you!
Oh, this is just an all-out fight. Okay. This is so weird seeing these things on screen together. Ooh, that's ah. Okay, he's Odin first. He lost. Aw. R.I.P. bro. What? Shit, what? And they went crazy with the animation though. No kidding. Yeah, what do you do about this? Oh, Gengar. That was kind of cool, I can't lie. No, don't ult, bruh. It's not the time. Oh, he can trap spirits. Type.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh, he finna ult. Yep, he finna ult. Ah, damn it!
I'm
scared. Wait, I think Ash already ulted. We're good though.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi!
The god.
Magicians! Flash burning magic! Haruxi! Joser!
Solgaleo does not stand a chance. There's no way. Ugh, paralyzed their stupid ass. Ash is over, bro. Nah, Pikachu's gonna get up. God damn it.
Let's finish this together.
Why is that game, bro? That's literally game. It's over.
10 million volt thunderbolt!
I forgot about Pikachu, bro. Just slaughter armor.
You activated my trap card.
Thank God.
Cylinder.
Thank God. I thought it was a.
Your thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, Ash. You got eviscerated, bro. But hey, I'll take it.
That was an awesome duel.
Drop y'all
Ash.
L's in the chat. Y'all know y'all was wrong. Drop y'all L's in the chat. Y'all know y'all was wrong. It wasn't even close. Yugi dub.
Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't
Not when
tip
it
the scale,
matters.
since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled
Cooked
at
him.
improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember,
Yugi cooked
Yugi and
him, bro.
Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu.
That
His
heart of the
power
card
of friendship
bullshit, though.
invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it.
Aura.
And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chug trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him,
He'd get
it'd be
fried.
Mewtwo all over again.
It's a
Yeah,
close
you gotta be
call,
some type
but
of crazy
Yugi
to
takes
punch
the
me
edge
too.
in strategy.
What were you thinking?
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And
Yeah, that
Heroicity
I ain't gonna lie,
created
that's
Yu-Gi-Oh's
crazy.
whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
Yeah.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon
yeah,
had.
Ash would start
and
dropping
he
out.
did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can,
There's
bend
a battle of
fate to draw
attrition.
whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving
Swept,
his
y'all heard
monsters
that?
the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone
Y'all
cold.
got that
That was a
broom.
good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi
I wanna hear that
owned.
door.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
What we got next? What we got next?
Death Battle will be back in 2026, but right now you can check out our brand new
Show
channel.
me the next people. Oh, y'all ain't even got them ready. All right. Bump you did. All right. That was pretty much it for today. It was just a little short stream. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I will see you guys another day. Let me know who y'all, if y'all were right or wrong in the chat, in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Destry. I'm out.